So we are looking at going live in a second. Let's see if there's any cars on the track. They're 1 minute in. I don't have anything quick. I don't think Kyle Tribute was quick. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and we can just start in without that, and I'll let you know when I'm live.
Feel free to take the first four note lineup.
Yep. Thank you.
Welcome, FSB Live race fans, once again to this week's installment of the Craftsman Truck I-Series live from North Wilkesboro. Going another blast in the past on this interesting schedule we have this season. Another 25-plus car field, upwards of 30 almost. We'll have to see when the green flag flies. We're under the lights here tonight. Again, North Wilkesboro is a 0.63 mile oval, and it's got a bit of bank to it, a lot of characteristics. And we saw guys struggling in practice, so we're going to have to see how these restarts pan out. As always, again, I'm your host, Jimmy Ray, along with my partner in crime, Mr. Milt Minner Jr., joining me fresh off the plane. How you doing, Milt? Welcome to
What's
North
up? North Carolina. Let's go. North Wilkesboro. I got my Punisher shirt on because I think there's going to be some punishing on this short track here. It's been the season's been heating up. It's about halfway through. Yeah, guys are, I don't know, man. So a little hurt feelings here and there. We'll have to see how these guys behave tonight because this is a sportsmanship-based league. So you better roll like you're supposed to, or something gonna happen. But looking at the track here, we got a little over a half mile, 6.36 point. A little over half a mile. Turns are banked 14 degrees, and the straightaways are banked 3 degrees. Extremely difficult pit road entrance and exit. You think we're just going to give these guys something easy to do? I don't think so. We got point implications, so let's talk about that, Jim.
Yeah, heading into tonight's race, so far it's been the Wyatt Thompson and Matt Watkins show, with Wyatt Thompson getting 3 wins, Watkins with 2, but Justin Bird's right there in third. Brandon Walter, Dakota Coleman, Craig Stuka, Sean Reap in 7th, Thomas Fox, Guy Petra with a podium last week, and Brett Tyler Baldack round out your top 10. Heck, there's another 3 guys tied for 10th there. Brady Schreckengost, Jason Seams, and Brett Watson. And again, looks like 30, I'm going to say 42 drivers have run laps in these 6 races, so that's pretty sweet. Something to hold your hat on as attendance continues to grow here in this series. With points on the line, brought to you by Mud Dog Motorsports and your series admin, Mr. Kevin Mays. He might have his inbox full on this one, as it's going to be hard to determine the 2 incident rules and stuff with a lot of contact. But let's see how these guys handle it. You never know. We've had Bristol. We've had a lot of great races over the last 2 seasons, and they never cease to amaze us here at FSB.
Yeah, we still have some drivers that are probationary, getting ready to come in, trying to figure out how we roll here. And looks like we got a new guy that I haven't seen before, Dwight Farr, in the 688. So we'll see how he do. He qualified 26, but nowhere but up. And glad to see all this attention here, and as they go out there and get ready for this race here. Talk after qualifying, trying to set things straight and what we're looking for and sportsmanship wise, and the 2 incident rule, which is confusing sometimes, and some guys mess up, and we definitely don't want guys to not be able to race, but at the same time you really got to understand when you've read those rules, you got to follow them. So we shall see.
Yep, well said. Shout out to the director behind the scenes, Sam Young, giving us all these great video replays and live action here at FSB Racing Live on YouTube. Thank you, Sam. Let's go through our starting lineup, Milt. We got plenty of cars practicing out on the track. I'll go ahead and fire it up here. On the pole in the number 27, that's going to be the Chevrolet of Gerard Lawrence. Outside front row, it's P2 is going to be the 45. It's going to be another Chevrolet of Mike Sukup. Steve Rex over from the Pin League is going to start third in the number 70 Coors Light Silver Bullet with Brandon Walter on the outside of row 2. And the looks like Moza Racing Toyota Tundra of Brandon Walter.
Yeah, and then P5 will be our teammate Craig Stukas in the 18. Just what a wonderful season he has had so far, making the best out of things. Another new number I haven't seen here, the 952 of Sean Andrews in P6. And then the Bird's the Word. And P13, he's looking for that first win of the season in trucks here. He's got many and others. And then, of course, your points leader, Matt Watkins in that familiar 15 truck, P8.
Might be a good idea for Fox and Thomas Fox in the 57 Butterfinger to stick to the back of that Matt Watkins machine right in front of him, follow him to the front. Car's wrecking on practice. Good thing we don't have to call it out. It's not real. The number 30 of Chase Krasner. Can't see the sponsor there. He's in a Chevrolet. He's going to start P10. Dakota Coleman, always running in the top 5, almost always at these races. All the broadcasts we've been doing, so definitely a contender. The Heat Wave Racing Dodge Ram, Dakota Coleman in the 52. And the veteran, the man, Pops in the 5th, 3rd, Racing Ford, number 99, Pops Marguson.
The P13 is 55 of Brett Watson. Nice looking truck there. And P14 is Wyatt Thompson, also battling for this championship. Pretty low qualifying for him of the season, I believe. In P14, we'll see if he can get up to the front. P15 is our Donkey Bob teammate, Jameson Pearson, the 22 Ice-T truck. And 16th will be J.J. Moore in the 948.
Another Donkey Bob teammate, Mr. Andrew Elliott in the 09 out of Exeter, Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken. And Joe Fisher in the 56. That is the Black Widow Chevrolet of Joe Fisher. Nicholas Bradshaw, crowd favorite, the Hostess Donuts Rams for FSB Racing in the 54. Nicholas Bradshaw, 19th. Rounding out the top 20, Mr. Lawrence Smiley in the 23 America Strong Chevrolet.
P21, Jason Seams. It seems like he's been qualifying towards the back, but that Coors Chevrolet gets to the front, and he had a good charge at Darlington there. Just couldn't quite get it done there. And P22, our longtime teammate and podium finisher last week, Guy Pitra in the Bacardi 151 Ford.
About the 23rd position, the number 29 Starbucks Coffee Ford of Jeff Hale. Series admin, the number 92 Kevin Mays, Mud Dog Motorsports, going to be starting 24th. 25th, TG Reese at Snap-on Chevrolet. Growing fanfare with TG at all these races. He's always in the broadcast, putting on a good show. And the 688 might be a newcomer to me, Mr. Dwight Farr. Dwight Farr, F-A-R-R, running the 688. Can't quite see the sponsor. And Cody Baumeister rounding out the field, P27 in the 21 truck. So 27 trucks. Let's see how many make the grid as they're getting ready to grid right now. Milt, lights are down. No, lights are on. Sun is going down. Let's kick the tires and light the fires here at North Wilkesboro. iRacing time.
Well, you know, Dwight Farr is quite far from the front. There's nowhere but up. And let's see what he can do. We got the Birds in the house. The Bird's the word.
Excellent. Let's look at the rules, what we're up against tonight. We've got 150 laps, the usual 4 tire sets, including what's on them. Pit road speed is going to be down to 35. That's going to be important. Yeah, looking at this from like a helicopter kind of view, it's a very interesting looking track. I have not run here, even over the years. I don't think we ran much here back in the day.
Yeah, with the 14 degree banking, you know, I'm surprised to hear Guy Pitcher was talking about the outside line couldn't develop and there can be passing out there. So let's see if these guys can just get it going and get through the first few laps here and then sort this thing out.
Got one truck on pit road. I don't have to worry about it, Sam. I'll see if I can keep an eye on it while Milt takes you guys green. I didn't see Bowmeister make the starting grid. We'll have to worry about that after the first lap.
Gerard Lawrence in the 27. Loyal Mine Prep truck getting ready. Base truck still out, 1 to go. Got some new meat up here in the front, so let's see how these guys handle it here with Gerard, Mike Sokup, Steve Rex, and Brandon Walter. Duke is about where he usually qualifies, right around the top 5. So, and the base truck is off. 150 laps. Let's see what they can do.
Green flag, green flag.
Short track time here at FSB. Oh, Mike Lewis on the start.
Wow, he spins the tires. Gerard the Musters off the hot dog right away. And the 45 takes the high line. That truck is looser than a goose. What the heck's going on with the 27 there? But he still saves it. Can this do dirt track or what? And those those guys are from Pin Racing, which, you know, that's a definitely short track association. And man, and the caution is out. Gerard Lawrence, what some great driving there to save that thing.
Especially
Loose
Steve
on
Rex and
the
the guys
inside.
behind him to not get into him. That was fantastic driving by the guys on the inside. Let's see what happened here for our caution.
Race truck is out, and we're seeing John Andrews towards the back. Don't see any damage, and
I
Bird
saw
towards
Elliott
the back.
Elliott went around, scraped the wall, but straightened it out. I don't know what happened behind him. Change some settings to see more cars.
Yeah, so okay, here we go. A Bird, looks like the Bird in the 13.
Oh, there he is.
As he goes into turn 1, gets sideways and loses it on his own and gets nailed by the 52 of Dakota Coleman. Just really unfortunate. So we've seen the looseness of the 27, and Bird was just caught way out of rears there. We'll have to see. He's going down pit road right now, and we'll see how much damage for the 52 of Dakota also. Just got loose there, and you're really seeing that in turn 1. And we saw, I mean, basically Gerard Lawrence power slide through 1, 2, and 3. So, I mean, it's like, come on, is there oil on the track, or man, these things are loose in their goose here. A lot of trucks down pit road.
Yeah. On lap 2 or 3, a lot of trucks went down pit road. Very interesting.
Yeah, I think some guys could have, as 13 is trying to get his lap back, he went a lap down. I don't know what his spotter is telling him, but very confusing now for the 13.
I think Mays and Hale needed to go around. That's what's happening now. There goes Mays. There goes
Yeah,
Hale.
so 13 has to
they needed to
stop
go.
and let everybody go by.
Yeah.
And that's, you have
I think
that
if you
with
bring
these
out the
trucks.
yellow too, though, but I think the pacer truck's going to duck on off, and these guys are going to have to try and figure it out.
Wow, and that's what happens on these short tracks, and you get behind there, and your spotter's yelling at you, you're trying to get it figured out there. And we go green again. 45 is a rocket, and he is really, hard into the wall. That's the
30. Oh my goodness.
dirty truck.
He's all
That's
right.
the old Damien got still a truck there now.
Base crash there, yeah. Watkins
Base
on the
crash.
bottom, holding his line down there. hard not to come up. It's hard for the. Oh, somebody's looking
Oh,
almost
are
three
we going to
wide.
go 3 wide here? And look at the
Five truck.
5 all the way
Wow.
up to P4 already.
Wyatt Thompson, here he goes on a mission. I'm gonna keep my foot in it till I see God of the checkered flag, right? Is that what it?
Yeah, I heard you, law dog. 500 to the winner. Shut up, Mike.
In the church.
In my chair.
He is flying, and he is. I don't know what happened in qualifying, but he was P1 in practice. He was P3 in warm up, so you knew that qualifying was a fluke. And he's got a mirror full of Gerard Lawrence.
Yeah, Chase Grassler, not just that's a love tap here. I think that truck will be fine. These guys could do a little bit of beating and banging, and now they get in line a little bit, but the 45 is off his run and using that sweeping line and going diamonding the corner, and Matt Watkins is paying attention to that and copying that for sure. He don't
Couple
miss
trucks
much.
side by side, not too many. They're single file for the moment as they're getting sorted out. Again, 150 laps in this one. We're already on lap 12. Your points leader's battling. Caution is out. As soon as I say it.
And the caution is out. The 55 truck of Brett Watson around. There's some damage with the hoverfly truck there. Let's take a look at what happened there with the 55.
Oh, he got loose in front of the Hostess Donuts 54, which sent him around. It looked like too much heart damage, though. Sorry, he needs numbers.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at the 55 there and the 54, and the truck still looks pretty good. He just spun the tires coming out. I mean, the thing about this track is right at the edge there, it tails off. So you got that 14-degree banking, but then it kind of tails off right by the wall right there. So there's like a little hump there. We're going to see some in truck right now. Let's see if we can take a look at that. Great job by Sam. I want to see exactly what he was seeing with the steering wheel there.
None of your leaders pitted on that one that time by.
So here we go. Now you're seeing him right down the line here. He's wanting the apex coming out here. Well, he barely got on the gas. You didn't even hear much. He just kind of went, and it wasn't like,
Little tail slap of the wall as well, kind of helps.
See, in racing, that's how you do things. I remember my dad used to talk to like the mechanics and stuff, and he'd make those noises like, and then do his hands, like car goes like this and like this.
Shout
like
out
Le Mans, Jim, the red Lola. Watch out for the red Lola.
Absolutely.
And you can outbreak the Ferrari at the Mulsanne.
No doubt. Good. Shout out to the 99, Pops Margerson, third pit crew, getting him out in front of that pace truck. Stay on the lead lap. Here we go. .45 assuming the lead now. Mike Sukup. Watkins on the outside. There's Wyatt Thompson right there. There's Gerard Lawrence, top four.
These trucks are loose, that's for sure. Got to deal with it.
Green flag, green flag.
Good start for the bottom two.
Watkins too wide. Him and Wyatt right there.
Wyatt Thompson completes the pass on Matt Watkins here. He is your championship points leader in that 5 truck. Down on the bottom, looking to take the lead. Off the corner, across start finish line. Not on this lap. He might get on the next one. Oh, no!
The 45.
Oh, no!
And it hard into the wall, the 45, and the caution is out. I see steam and oil and everything coming out of the 45 there. Not good. Or maybe that's tire rub. Yeah, definitely into the 45 there. 45 wasn't giving him any room, that's for sure. But take a look here again. And yeah, I don't know. The 45 he was turning in, and the 5 was there. So I don't know. What do you guys think there? But 45 definitely kind of came down on the 5, I think.
That'll be Kevin's call. If it's close enough, you probably should assume you got one and just kind of take it easy the rest of the race, so you know he gets finished.
Yeah, and the thing is you don't want to be there when you know the 45 has to turn in. So, and it looks like Watkins going down pit road.
Yep. Now strategy is now split between a couple of the front runners.
It's lap 20. The Paducah Milo's push pop Toyota. He's still weaving there, trying to figure out why. I mean, if he feels like his steering isn't right, or
Track position now, though, Watkins is going to drop 12, 15 spots here on this. So now he's going to have to deal with a little bit more traffic, a little more likelihood of getting some contact.
what is going on?
But we're already at lap 21.
He's not getting tires. And you know no tires for Watkins, and the 952 did the Austin Powers there trying to figure out get into his pit stall. Man, that's happened to me. It's no fun. So fuel, no tires, very strange.
He wants those extra 22 laps later on, and he still has a set of tires. So we'll see what happens. That's going to put him probably, I'm going to say 17th, 18th, as we should be going green here.
Yeah, tough luck for Mike. Hopefully he can get back into the fight here. As these guys are not getting lined up here. There's still confusion with the 13, and the back of the field is not quite lined up here. And the yellow is out again. So the pace truck went down, and the yellow came out. What the heck happened there?
So they extended the caution because everybody wasn't lined up correctly, so they're going to go again here. Keep an eye on the pace truck.
Car all over it.
Yeah, so, you can see it in the chat. The admin can extend it if we're not lined up. It looks like the pace truck is off one more time. Let's see how the 5 does here from the front. Took him 23 laps to get here. Once again, shot out of a cannon. Here goes Wyatt Thompson.
Yeah, 27 with the mustard off the hot dog early. Looked like he's kind of got back there to about 4th and settled in, and looks much more under control with that truck right now.
Somebody on pit road still getting damage repaired, but
so these guys are definitely trying to diamond these corners a little bit. And here comes the 22, the two buddies together there, and a little bit of contact, but no harm, no foul, no blood, and the caution is out.
I think I saw the hostess doing this. There's a number on that. Disappeared off my screen.
Yeah, T.G. Reese in the pit still, and hostess Donet's truck also on pit road. Some kind of internet connection. That'd be the 53 and or 54 truck. Excuse me. And Wyatt Thompson picks up the pace truck again. He's rocking the Lake Tree / Wyatt McQueen. Oh, that's very interesting. Some kind of link there on his tail there. MLB prospect coverage. Prospects.focus. As the 33 truck comes out of pit road and gets by the pace truck. So he's going to rejoin at the tail end of the field. Probably several laps down already.
Yes, we still have 24 trucks running. Last I checked, make it 23. As we're just 25 laps in, let's make it 28 laps in here at the FSB Racing Live iTruck Series, brought to you by Mud Dog Motorsports.
It's getting jiggy here already, and we're just 29 laps in of 150.
We'll line up 2x2 here next time around. I believe we just saw somebody buzz around past the pace truck. Got a wave around there. Looks like it's
Brandon Walter in that 91/556 truck. They're staying in the mix here. Him and the 18 of Craig Stukas, the 22, going to have some business here, I think. And how about Jason Seams, once again, not qualifying well, but getting that Coors Banquet truck up to the front. Beer.
Andrew Elliott buzzing around ahead of the pace truck. So a lot of guys trying to get some damage fixed and get back out on that track. Oh, Kevin May's going to extend it one more time. Let's get lined up, fellas.
Guy Pritchard moving up, doing what he do.
Yeah.
Avoiding trouble and, trying to stay on his plan there along with Andrew Elliott and that Donkey Bob, the 09 Ram.
All right. We also have 948 JJ Moore there on the inside, out inside of Jason Seams.
Pace truck getting back out in front. .30 truck of Krasner, Marshy Sports, Silverado, the NAAR Cup Series truck, and we go green. See what
Inside lane, much better jump again.
Yeah, they're kind of asleep a little bit here, but I don't think they really care right now. They're just trying not to spin the tires, and they'll worry about fighting for the lead later as this caution is out.
Oh, yeah, up in the middle of the turn there, we have a couple trucks in the wall. 09, our buddy.
Oh, that's a hard lick. Oh, and he got tagged by the
Oh,
33.
Wrong place, wrong time. Mr. TG gets a little piece of that action.
He got a big piece of it. He got some donkey tail right there, looks like. Nowhere for him to go. 9 came up close to the 57 there, and then thought he was clear, I think, and I don't know if the 57 could do much there. Just a track misunderstanding there between those two. So we're seeing a lot of misunderstandings here, and that's the nature of the beast here at North Wilkesboro. It's short track racing, and back in the day, 1947 is when this track came out. So they drove with little leather helmets and white T-shirts and smoked cigarettes while they were driving, and I'm sure that they probably drank a little bit of moonshine and had a few fist fights in the pits back in the day.
All right, let's get a reset here. Lap 35 of 150.
Well, you got the two buddies there now, 22 and 18. They kind of slowed down. They were probably talking together on the radio, like, man, we got to survive this stuff here, and we got a shot at a podium, because, it's crazy out there.
Shout out for Walter, Fisher, and Coleman, and Watson from Rouen for the win, FTW, Rouen FTW on YouTube. Shouting out to some favorite drivers over there.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for posting in the chat there, and
Walter and
good luck to your drivers.
Green, green, green.
Yeah, it's
And
short
well,
track racing. And some of the pin boys are here. Heads up. Let's rock and roll.
Gerard this time decided, no, I'm gonna fight a little bit this time. Now we got a lap truck in front of the leaders.
That
Side by
morning
side
tackle on
through
him.
turn 3. And they're still going side by side.
Yeah, a bit of that going on in the back as well, but leaders out front,
Caution
side by
is out.
side. Caution is out.
We got trucks down pit road. And the 952 Traxxas truck.
It's my new favorite. Bringing an RC truck out there, the Traxxas Tundra.
He wasn't
Pretty
sure, and
good.
he went back by the pace truck. Didn't see what damage he had. To see if we can figure out what happened there towards the back.
Thought he might have been clearing a black flag or something, but yeah, he was on pit road as the caution came out.
And there was trucks going down pit road. I don't know if that was a result of the crash or what.
I think he was getting damage fixed. He was on pit road from the previous caution and stayed there and then left as this all unfolded. So might as well just take your medicine, lose a lap or two, get it fixed, and grab some lucky dogs and get them back.
Uncle Jeff looks like he got 2 tires right sides for the Starbucks 29. Butterfingers sitting there. Yeah, it looks like they're getting some damage fixed.
This is the time to do it. Looking ahead here at the FSB iTruck Series, we will be at my favorite stop of the year next week. Caution free, I guarantee it. Watkins Glen International. Going to be running the Cup. Going to be following that up with Charlotte, not the Roval, stay on the oval. New Hampshire, Michigan. The next month coming up here in the FSB Wednesday night series. So Watkins Glen next week, going to be a packed house. Everybody get on out for that one like last season.
57 truck of Thomas Fox. I don't know, still on pit road. I think he might have. I think he retired. Yep, tough luck for Thomas. Get him next week. It's bad luck for dude there.
Yep, there's always another race.
Yeah, and there's for bad luck for some, there is good luck for others. I love that paint job for Kevin Mays there, the Winchester Ford.
Green, green, green.
Pace truck is off, and here we go.
Yeah, these guys race together all week long. Under the lights here at FSB. Let's see what happens in these trucks. Good run by Steve Rex on the outside, moving into P3. The 556 is going to hold it down on the bottom.
Whoa, contact with the 22. It's the one. I think he's around. Caution is out.
Great camera work on
that. I don't know. It looks like, yeah, we're going to have to look at that. I don't know where I'm seeing that replay, if the contact was before that, but as you can see, the one in slow-mo and then hitting the binders, but then he gets hit again and hard into the wall. It's, you know, Punisher's doing some punishing out here tonight. 22 down pit road, he's going to have to get that thing fixed. 5 down pit road, your leader. So we got alternate strategies here.
Yeah, Watkins pitted back on the early mid-20s. They're on lap 46 now.
Let's see, the Wyatt having a hard time getting into a stall around the 22, and 4 tires for the MLB Prospect Coverage Chevrolet.
Pretty cool truck, like that. Started 14th, got up to the front in a hurry. Now he's going to go back and have to mow through traffic again.
Well, obviously, you know, what you want to do is find yourself at the front at the end, and that is the mystery that these guys are trying to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what does that? How much? We haven't seen enough green flag laps to see what kind of, you know, what lap time degradation even means. So I think track position is key here as we get the 54 back on, but he's a lap down, so the 5 tries to go around him. Let's see what NASCAR says about that. I think they say yes. Because these drivers are also getting, you know, stuff in their ear. You know, line up behind this guy, line up behind that guy.
Yeah, sometimes you can't find them. Like somebody right now leaving pit road, that's going to be Seams trying to stay ahead of the pace truck.
With all these contacts, though, these trucks are pretty tough, and this is beating and banging, and it's short track racing. So these guys aren't giving up unless they get some major damage. And how about Guy Pitra up there in the P9? You know, obviously, as the pace truck goes off. And Matt Watkins, here he comes, mama. There goes that man. Caution is out again as Gerard Lawrence.
Big pile up this time. Yeah, that's going to collect quite a few. 09, 952. My Traxxas truck. My donkey truck and my Traxxas truck. In trouble.
And Sean Andrews definitely goes straight to the pits there. Take a look at that. And as you can see, all the carnage. Once again, let's take a look. Hey, we're starting to get, you know, everybody's been in a fist fight here a little bit. And it looks like the 13 and the 09 had a disagreement on property there, and that wasn't malicious, but it's hard to say who came down and who came up. But these guys seem to be really struggling with their apex point coming into the corner and where they should be in relationship to the truck next to them. Because you just seeing like the guys on the inside think they can stay there a little longer, while the guy on the outside is already starting to come into the corner and turn into the corner. So
yeah, two completely different lines and they're intersecting.
Yeah, I think as a driver, I think you need to see this and say, I either want to be high or low. I don't want to be in that middle area because we're just not seeing good truck communication here.
Gary's doing good in the pace truck. He's leading a lot of laps.
Yeah, the fans are like, come on, guys, you can do better out there in the chat. And yes, they can. This is a professional sim racing league. And, you know, but that's racing. And 27 trucks out here, they're definitely, you know, trying to figure it out.
So still on pit road, getting it fixed.
Gerard Lawrence, it's been at the top the whole time here, and the pace truck is off again.
Quick yellow. Going back to green here as Justin Bird joined us in the booth. What's going on, Justin? 1 second, sir. 27 getting away.
Are you done or what?
Yeah, I went for the second incident there, so I'll park it to be safe. It's pretty wild out there tonight.
Yeah, and that's great sportsmanship, and what we're looking for, understanding the rules. And yeah, like you said, you're not sure, but so what I was seeing there was just disagreements on the entry of the corners, trying to figure out high line, low line, and the middle seemed like squish. What's your take on that?
Very unpredictable, and the throttle is loose everywhere you go. Just kind of hard to judge anything tonight, personally. think we're all kind of struggling out there.
Absolutely. You know, these are fixed setups, and iRacing provided, and everybody runs the same thing. And when the guys are struggling, you're seeing that, because these guys are really good pro drivers. Well, that sucks for you, dude. But once again, your class and sportsmanship gains my ultimate respect. And we appreciate you coming up in the booth. You can hang out if you want. This guy Pitrick is by the 23 there. Really go in the 18 around.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution.
And the caution is out. We could break a record here, maybe.
The 5, Wyatt Thompson couldn't get around that one. He's going to take a little damage, not too much, but had to throw it in reverse for a second, go around the 18 truck.
Yeah, and I think the 5 is kind of in the same position now as Justin was, as far as, you know, trying to figure out if it's your fault or not, and what decision do you make, and what do you put the admins in, what decision, you know, in the position of, because this race will definitely be checked out, from, you know, start to finish.
Busy night.
Yep, goes up the territory.
So we see like a guy like Guy Pitra, he's generally, with his wheel setup and his skill set, he's, you know, he's always struggling for, you know, front grip. So, you know, he's always very calm and tries to work track position, and but his style seems to be, you know, I mean, he's in the top 5 now. It seems to be suiting him because he hasn't been fast, but he's been clean, and so we'll have to see how that works. And we thank Justin once again for showing up. Disappointment, I'm sure, and for the Bird fans, but you know what a quality dude there. That's, you know, that gets our attention and our lifelong friends, as we've been doing this for over 20 years. Those are the kind of people that, you know, you want, like, as admins and people that make decisions in this league. So
Yeah, well said. A couple guys trying to get lined up still back there. They're on the lead lap. Let's see if we can get a clean restart here, boys.
and how about that? The 91/556, because but his truck is the 91 there. He's also done a very good job, and now he's got some studs on him right here. Let's see what happens. This race could get a new winner here. I mean, it's all over the map, and everybody got a shot tonight. But then
Yeah, right
there's
place,
that
right
guy,
time. There's another one.
and the caution is out. I'm not sure. The one truck is just getting going.
Yeah, Wyatt Thompson in on this one. They were running 3 wide. No, he was kind of clear for the minute. And hard lick for your points leader. You're right along with the 1, maybe.
Yeah, so 3 wide right through there, nowhere to go, and yeah, that's just a racing deal right there. You can't really blame that, at least the way I see it. But it's so hard to tell. But these guys are trying to pick lanes, and when they're 3 wide, they're not really sure where they need to be, and that seems like a common thread as the 54 back down pit road and having trouble in this pit stall, trying to get tires. Nicholas Bradshaw trying to keep going there, but it's just been a tough race for Dude tonight.
Yeah, they're getting lined up against a Wyatt Thompson. Has pulled the plug. He's out for tonight. Seems carries on.
Well, that
He's about
sucks for
10th
him,
or so.
and that's going to hurt his point championship. But
There's a drop.
I like that because he's understanding the rules and not leaving it up for the admins there. That's definitely, I can dig that. And it sucks because you'd like to win them all, but that ain't the way life works. So the fifth guy pitcher back a little bit. I think Pitt for him too. But Jeff Hale's another guy hanging around here. Trying to look for a good finish. For every problem for some guys, there's opportunities for these other great pro drivers.
Ready to go green one more time.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, well, Pop's up there. Got a little love tap from the 30.
He's
No harm, no foul, no blood. 30 going down 3 wide, 30 into the 99. They negotiated just a little love tap. Pops tries not to back off, but eventually Chase Krasner gets through there. He was, Mama, I'm coming. I'll be home pretty soon because I'm coming right now.
Here we go, fellas. Some momentum here. 99 riding the high side. Everybody else underneath.
How about the 92 getting past there, but
30's
the
around.
caution is out.
30 truck went around on pit road. I mean, front straight.
Well, as we move forward with iRacing and these fixed setups, you'll have to listen to the drivers too, because it's always an evolution. We went through that with NASCAR 2003, and
Oh, sorry, he got blasted by the
Leader down
56
pit
of
road.
Joe Fisher.
leader down pit road, so he's deciding to do something here. Only lap 71, so not even halfway yet. And Watkins too. So they might be thinking maybe one more stop. I don't know. The way this thing's going, eventually it's going to have to go green or not. You don't know. So now we got a whole group of new leaders here, but definitely down pit road here. Matt Watkins, gas and go. I'm not sure if he got tires. I missed that.
I'll check.
Yeah,
Yes,
we got to check.
he got both right. He got right both sides.
Yeah.
4 tires for Watkins, lap 72.
Yeah, he had to. It was time. This could be his last tire stop. Anything else might be fuel.
Good.
So I like Matt's strategy as usual. He's always got a plan. A short drive in his little Toyota Celica from South Carolina to North Carolina, except it's not real. So,
Copy that.
but this South Carolina guy, almost a home track here. Yeah, he was rooting for the Carolina Hurricanes, which usually South Carolina guys don't, root for North Carolina teams, but got him watching the hockey, and he was loving that. So, and proud, Carolina team wins the Stanley Cup. So,
About up front, J.J. Moore on point now. Jamison Pearson, Andrew Elliott, Steve Rex, your top 4.
Yeah, and that 48 truck has a couple donkeys up there too, and these guys are starving for a win. Well, that 22 spins the tires, and we know him as a teammate, and he got the fire in the belly, and he's going to take a look low on the 48, and they make contact sideways. Wow. No harm, no foul, no blood.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, they're backing up behind a little bit though, as we got the Coors Light truck. There's Steve Rex in the Lone Star Coors Light. Yes, sir. Steve has had a great race here, sticking up, running the top 5 and, keeping that truck clean. And once again, the one truck, we had Coors all over the place. We had Coors versus Coors. Which one do you like, fans? You like the hard stuff like me. There's Bud Light. I mean, no way, man. I gotta have my Budweiser. That's why I got this big old belly. And here comes the 27 up there all night. Just gotta feel like Gerard Lawrence is gonna. He's just, he's got experience. You can see that. He's just managing this race. Not even just past the halfway point. You got to figure at some point, he started to figure this thing out. I mean, he tried to crash it in the first 3 corners, and his skill saved him sideways like he was on a dirt track. So this dude's got some skills.
No doubt. He's in the Mad Scientist Chevrolet. That's the 27. Gerard Lawrence again. Always bet on those guys with 2 first names. Guy Petrus sticking with him there, and he's got a mirror full of Brandon Walker in the 5.56.
Oh, boy, guy goes up there tight, but
Oh,
the one gets the busters on the hot dog there, and he saves it. A little tap there, or he spun the tires, and then he got going. Matt Watkins already up into like P6 here.
Great save, Jason. Save us a caution. Yep, Steve Rex challenging for the lead there, all over the back of the 48. Steve says it's go time. We're over the halfway point, folks.
And we got Gerard Lawrence in the 22. The 22 gets sideways on his own, no contact. Save, and the 27 goes around him. Gerard, great job of Gerard to get out of the gas and let Pearson gather it up. But these trucks are still loose as heck here. Battling back.
A little bit.
Then we got Walter and pitch run 3 wide.
Almost.
Watkins trying to get through. Can't quite get there. You can see these things getting loose and then tight, and then goes Pearson, and he gets T-boned by Stukas. Oh my gosh, that was right on the driver door right there. Whammo! That's like Batman and Robin there. Whammo!
Awesome view.
Ow!
Right, look at that. That's bitching. Still spinning the tires right in front of Watkins. Did Watkins get by? He did, but the Flow Racing 18 truck did not.
Well, and you can see
Stukas. No, Watkins got clipped. Yep.
Yeah, you can see Stukas had no vision behind the 15. So as the 15 went by, all of a sudden it was and the 22 coming down there.
It is Survivor out there, folks.
So we got Wyatt in the chat now. He's going to be sitting there at the OK Corral. R.I.P. He says. Get him next week, brother. Still halfway through the season and still leading the championship or right there. So long way to go, man. Get him next week.
Yeah, he'll still be leading after this week with the drops involved there. He's on fire so far. If Watkins can take advantage, we got a little closer.
We got some new meat in the house here, and once again, Guy Petra just right there. He is not a self-proclaimed short track driver, but watching him run it in the like Ken Soska, our departed buddy, there running in the lobby with all that noise and stuff compared to lead racing, getting great finishes by, learning how to race the race. There he is. Yeah, so when we, just to clarify myself, when you run in the lobby and you don't race in the league with rules, because I used to listen like on the chat as we get ready to go green, and it was just awful the way people talk and treat each other, and that's unacceptable, and that don't happen here. That's for dang sure. We can elaborate more on that as we go green. That's what sportsmanship racing is about.
Yep. Well said.
We all have lives, and and the pace truck is out. No, he's parking. I'm sorry, I get.
27 took the lead on the high side. Steve Lex let him go high. The 556 is right there as well. Gerard Lawrence back out front. And the
Guy pitcher, Jason Teams, and Jason makes a nice pass, and then the 151 got tight as heck there, and Watkins gets by. Guy pitcher's not going to fight these positions. He knows he doesn't have the pace to beat these guys in a fist fight. He's going to beat them. He's going to get a good finish, and this is the smart racing that I was talking about by this guy, and he just lets the 48 by 2. Very nice.
Lawrence pulling away just a little bit. We're on lap 93, so we're coming up on the 100 lap mark here shortly of 150. Race number 6 of 13 here in the Wednesday night series.
I think Jason Seams with all the damage he's had, and the 18 is still right up there, but Stukas, but I don't know, that door banger was tough there, but if the one could get out there and get track position, he might have something for Gerard Lawrence, but right now it's Gerard Lawrence, and we've seen him win in this league before. When he shows up, he means business. We're starting in, so some racing here, and tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, 948. J.J. Moore, Watkins and him were side by side. He held him off on the high side. Now he's going for a pass on the outside of Craig Stuka in the 18.
Yeah, good race in there.
Oh, the one trip. Got a little loose.
These guys don't miss much. So they've been fighting this thing, and they, obviously they're all complaining of, what the thing's a handful, but these guys are pro racers, and they're figuring it out. Every lap, they're doing something different. They're trying something trail breaking, or how do they apply the power to the truck. And it's very impressive to see these guys, and obviously very fast but loose trucks get some. And how about Kevin Mays fighting for the top 10? This is, our great admin, and having to deal with that too. And he's running a solid race, higher than he normally is, and really try. If he could get a top 10, he'd be ecstatic.
Back at that, Kevin. With now at lap 150 to go now, guys. 50 to go.
With all the troubles and in the pits for a while there with T.G. Reese, he is also battling for the top 10. How about that for the venerable one in the Hellman Snap-on Chevrolet? Lawrence Smiley trying to take a look at that too. America Strong. Silverado there, very nice paint with the Eagles there pitching. I like this dude already.
Shout out to the 52 Heatwave Racing Ram. They spent a good 10 laps on pit road getting that sucker fixed. And
TG gets loose and he gets into 23, and I think TG goes around
Still no caution. Let's see it.
No caution.
RMA caution is
There
out.
it is.
Caution
Yeah, PG just got loose on his own there, and now the caution is out. This is what we're seeing. These guys are having a handful with these trucks.
Yeah, TG going around right in front of the 23. America Strong. He's going to take some contact there.
Trucks down pit road again. Guy Pitra finally pits now. I'm sure he's figuring, you know, I'm going to get 4 freshies and go to the end here with should be about 44, 45. A very difficult pit there, stall for Guy and for the 29 as the corner turns there on pit road. 4 freshies for Guy Pitra and 29 of Uncle Jeff.
Andrew Elliott calling for
Little
a
shot
funnel on the
of
chat.
Starbuck. Yeah, that's the
No
fastest.
bathroom breaks here, folks.
That's the fastest you're ever going to get through a Starbucks, for sure.
How about a rundown? JJ Moore, Brandon Walter, and Matt Watkins, your top 3 now. Last time by, there's Craig, Andrew, and Kevin Mays. Pops was just trying to stay on the lead lap a half hour ago. Now he's sitting there in P7. Gerard Lawrence, Steve Rex, and Guy Petra after pitting. Round out your top 10.
Yeah, I think this is also a good move for Steve Rex here because now, you know, he can go the distance, fuel, and tires and try to get track position and win this dang thing. I like where these guys are sitting here right now. I think Watkins also, even though he pitted earlier, can go the distance. Go the distance. Wait, we're not in Iowa here.
Not so much. Still a good reference. Nice
The
truck stuck
18,
off.
that thing's a Flow Racing Chevrolet. That thing's been beat. Toyota has been beat, banged, kicked over sideways. He don't care. That truck is still tough. And Stukas, this is his kind of race, and he's in P3 solid. And he's going for more here. How about JJ Moore? You know, we've seen him win here, and we know he has what it takes. Yeah, you know,
JJ Moore.
couple of poles there, and you know, couple unfortunate finishes, but this dude can kick some butt, and he's off and running.
Here comes the 27 too. You know, Gerard Lawrence. You saw it loose and fast early with Andrew right behind him.
I still think that's the best truck out there. We shall see, because now he's dealing with Matt Watkins. Matt's got a great opportunity here, but Matt don't race like he's thinking about points. He's racing for the win. And he's loose coming out there, leaving some tire tracks. Wow.
Inside of 40 to go now.
Him and Guy Pitcher are definitely talking on the radio together. And, you know, Matt was talking about last week, if Guy could have got a run there, he was going to give him that opportunity to win the race, but he just couldn't quite get up there. Guy Pitcher, a very humble guy. He said, I got scared, but I don't think so. If you're scared by, what does Jim Ray say?
You're scared by a dog, no. That's Dan Patrick, ESPN, I think.
Yeah, so we're in the 27 cockpit right now. on the brakes, and then whoa, opposite lock there. You see him grab that wheel. These guys are definitely fighting loose. Coming out of the corner, look, grabbing it again. I mean, these guys are going to be worn out after this race. You can just see that, and he is all over. Like I said, I think he's the best truck, and you know, obviously he's used to being loose. He's been loose this whole race as the 48 is sideways too. What a show these guys are putting on side by side, and Gerard Lawrence takes the lead.
Great pass
And
to
he's
lead.
still, he is sideways out of every stinking corner.
The race for third behind them is on. Here comes Steve Rex all over the back of Matt Watkins. Guy Pecha right behind them. They are Brandon Walter. Oh, just like that in the 5.56 sitting in third.
That one truck, even with all the carnage he's gotten into, is Jason Seams is definitely another strong truck here. See, the 91 hasn't pitted in a while. He stayed out to be in that lead. You know, is he starting to feel some tire degradation? It sure looks like it. They're just spinning the tires coming out of the corner. Matt Watkins is trying to figure out, where do I go?
Steve Rex is on the move. Follow him. Follow Coors Light. $30 to go.
Water.
Lawrence is pulling away. J.J. Moore has got a nice lead on Jason Seams, who's up to third. And then everyone battling for position, fourth back through 10th.
How about Jeff Hale coming up there, taking a look at Guy Petra. P8 for Uncle Jeff. What a nice run there. I'm sure Justin is watching this intently. And the Word crew. Come on, Jeff. Jeff, whoa, Matt Watkins sideways, almost loses it. What a great save. You know, Jeff is a, you know, champion speedway racer, not, you know, Slim Jim Gately, his buddy and teammate throughout the years, was the short track guy back in the day. Jeff, you know, very humble, but does not consider himself a short track driver. But here we go. They're battling for top 10 here. And Watkins just really struggling too. Guy Pitcher taking a look on Brandon Walters, side by side. Very careful there. He's being very careful. He's not trying to slide job. Now he's going to try to slide job here. And he does, but then he gets loose. He gets tight. Sorry. Great pass by Guy Petra. That's P5.
Home stretch here. Coming up on 25 to go.
Steve Rex really taking a look now at Jason Seams here. Steve Rex, this is his wheelhouse.
Yep.
Gerard Lawrence, with that track position and tires, is just putting a whooping on these guys right now. And you know, cautions breed cautions, but green flag brings green flag. So let's see. You know, it's happening right at the right time for dude here. Still, Steve Rex taking a look, trying to figure out how I can, you know, work the one here of Jason Seams. Jason way outside there, and Steve makes it look easy, but and the one can't get that momentum. You know, is that truck starting to go by, go, you know, lose some grip here, or did they exchange beers there on the straightaway and just taking a moment here? Watkins and the 29. How about that? Jeff Hale working the goat here for a top 5, and Watkins cannot get by the 91 there. This is some great racing here as these guys are.
No, he can't keep it from spinning the tires on the bottom, and Jeff Hale's waiting to pounce. Here comes the 18 as well. Great race for the top 5 here, the top 10.
As Gerard Lawrence is your leader and pulling away. Watkins tries the outside. He's struggling. He's trying the inside. That thing is just, he's just not feeling it.
Now Hale drops back a couple spots after being stuck on the bottom.
You know, these are the points Matt wants and needs. He needs to finish this race as Wyatt is out. So the 91 gets loose and Jeff Hale gets loose. Whenever they try to exit the corner without letting the truck drift, but that's the thing about North Wilkesboro is that when you come out of the corners here, it drops off on the outside, the banking. So, and it also is in the middle there it's not progressive. So it's kind of like, 14 degrees is like in the middle. So it wants your truck to get loose. And then when you go to the outside, it gets tight, then you overcorrect, and then you get loose. These guys getting in line, I think they're just like, I need a breath, dude.
.4 second lead last time by. Another 0.6 back to Steve Rex. Your top 3 are pretty much in position here. Jason Seams falling back just a little bit from Steve Rex, but they are 10 seconds ahead of Guy Petra, who's sitting in P5 now. Pretty solidly.
How about that? Here comes Steve Rex trying to get to P2 and JJ Moore. Working him.
Yep, that's your closest race on the track. Watkins and Stukas and Hale still battling. They're getting by lap traffic. Oh no, we've got a wreck. We have the 15 truck. Matt Watkins. Uh-oh.
Oh, and they all 3 of them, T.G. Reese, Matt Watkins, and Jeff Hale get involved in that. See what happened there.
Yeah, you got it loose. He was behind Brandon Walter.
Yeah, he kind of got in the wake of him a little bit.
They had a weird momentum in that corner. Had to upset and change his line in the middle of the corner.
He kept fighting it, and snap loose.
All right, that's going to set us up with less than 10 to go. Folks, less than 10 to go on this restart. And Gerard Lawrence's 3-second lead will now be down to 0 on a restart. See if anybody's going to get tires here. I don't think so. Track position would be king with less than 10 to go. No, we do have takers. Let's see, are those lapper trucks? Let's see. JJ Moore does pit. And Steve Rex and Jason Seams do not. Very interesting. Depends on how many tires you set the tires you have left. So Kevin Mays from P6 is at 7 is going to get 4. Andrew Elliott's going to get 4. Let's see what Brandon Walter did. Let's take a look. He took 4. Anybody who's pitting right now is taking 4 for the final stretch. Very interesting.
Almost contact in the pits there with Hale, and I think the 09. No harm, no foul, no blood there either. That's gonna definitely set them guys back.
think we're going to go side by side this time. Light them up.
A lot of these guys, come on, guys, get up there. Hale, I don't know. I think Hale's got a penalty or something. Yes. He's got to go back there.
Yes, he does.
Very
No.
confusing. Something happened there, and
Pops
they
does.
were not lined up.
Smiley does, and Watkins all have black flags. At least on the entry list.
Yeah, the
Short track chaos, baby.
Major cluster there, and Kevin May's in the top 10. Let's go, Kev. Team all at the front. Back to the front.
Let's see if Steve Rex has anything for Gerard Lawrence. As blink of an eye, Lawrence is already out to a 5 truck length lead.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. And him and
Whoa! There goes Brandon Walter.
Here comes Brandon Walter taking a look.
Jason Seams now is moving up to 3rd. Race for the podium with just a few laps to go. Brandon's got tires, folks.
He's got freshies in the 27 to not. He's sideways.
Oh, man.
And the 91 is sideways. Oh, and here comes the 48.
Progress. Holy cow, this can't be good. Oh, look at this. Throw a blanket on the top 10.
Are you
Closing
kidding
laps
me?
here at FSB, folks. 5 to go on my screen.
You just don't know.
Make it 4, just like that.
Here comes the 18 looking for some action.
Oh,
Caution
there you
is
go.
out.
That might be.
Oh
That's
my
the
gosh.
Coors Light 70.
Gerard with, 91's got better tires, and now they got a restart here. Obviously, he's not going to pit now, or is he? Yeah. So, I like that little feint there, but nah, you didn't fool me.
Caution is out. We'll see what happens in the green-white checkers here as Andrew Elliott got in the back of Steve Rex. Throughout the apology there for it.
This truck control of Gerard Lawrence is insane. I mean, this dude is definitely probably pretty good on dirt. It's some Christopher Bell stuff right here.
Good job. So we're going to get green-white checker with 1 or 2 laps.
We get one, right? That's it?
That's what I believe is true.
Yeah, we get one. A great race for Gerard. Can he finish the deal here with these
Crowd's
hungry
on
wolves
there.
behind him?
We're showing lap 150. He's picking up all the clag on the apron there.
Yeah, we've seen that before. And this is some kind of thing that they think gives them some, like they can put tire back on their tires with the sim. Not quite sure how that actually works. I guess we're going to find out. In real racing, you don't want that.
Watch that. Somebody else on pit road. Steve Rex is there. Yep. Go down a lap or 2.
What a great show for dude.
Yeah.
Steve, right up there fighting for the win. This ain't over. I don't hear no fat lady.
No, we're looking for a green and a white flag. Let's see if
Guy
we can get
picture
a
right
second
up
to the
in
finish
there.
line. The 91 says, "Hello, I'm here. Don't forget about me. Let's
Usually
rock and
with
roll."
Monsoon Motorsports, you're looking at Matt
Oh,
Watkins
Buffalo
as we
did
get
that.
going here. Let's go. But we got Guy. Matt might be sweeping the shop tonight. Let's see what happens.
Oh, your leader gets loose again. He saves it. Wow.
Gerard
Tremendous save
can't
by Lawrence.
hang with that 48 truck, and JJ Moore is off. White flag. One to
White
go,
flag.
son.
Gonna do it, folks. Bring it back. One more time around for J.J. Moore, looking to grab the win here at North Wilkesboro. The race for third is on. Can the 18th throw it underneath the 27? Oh, it's going to be a race to the line. 27 should hold him off.
J.J. Moore gets it.
Great job, J.J. Moore. Victory lane along with
My
Brandon
gosh.
Walter and Gerard Lawrence still grabbing a podium. What about Craig Stukas? Nice fourth. Jason Seams and Adventurous fifth. Andrew Elliott sixth. Guy Petra seventh with Kevin Mays, Pete 8, Jeff Hale, and Steve Rex round out
That
the top
finish for
10.
Kevin.
Outstanding
Great job, Kev.
gentlemen. How about T.G. Reese, P11? That might be his best finish of the season. Watkins, P12, stuck with it. Lawrence Smiley. And then we have Pops, 12 laps back, Dakota, and then the rest of the guys that weren't able to finish. Suka, Pearson, Krasner, Fisher, Thompson, Bird, Bradshaw, Andrews, Fox, Watson, Farr, and Baumeister. Your podium finishers are going to make their way on over to the starting grid there, start-finish line, light them up, and come on in for a quick little interview.
Come if you got it. Yeah,
Short
mutual
track racing,
respect
baby.
there with these guys. They race against each other a lot. Pretty much showing each other what's up.
Welcome to the post-race show. We've got three podium finishers making their way in here, and Milt Minter Jr. Let's take it away, bud.
Wow, Gerard, man, it seemed like he had the best truck all night. Tires were an issue late there, but your show at the start of the race and your dirt tracking throughout this race, that's some truck control if I ever saw it. You got some skills, dude. You got to be worn out. Tell us about your race, man.
Yeah, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't sweating right now. I certainly wish I would have put the fan on me before the race, but it is what it is. Yeah, no, I mean it was a blast all night. You know, coming through the field a couple times. Obviously, royally screwing up the initial start of the race, but being able to come back from that was cool. Yeah, just got beat on pit strategy at the end of the day. You know, not to take anything away from either of the guys that beat us. They were both certainly stout all night, but I definitely feel like I had this one in the bag, and then, you know, unfortunately lost it.
Yeah, you did need that caution, and it's hard to give up P1 to pit for tires, and everybody else was waiting to see what you would do, and of course they're going to do something different, and with not that many trucks on the lead lap, we're kind of sitting duck. Yeah, so that sucked, but what a show, man. I mean, in truck with you, watching you grab your butt with two hands there sometimes, that was I was digging that. So great podium finish, dude. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Brandon Walter, man, what up, man? P2, man, almost got the win. Tell us
Almost.
about the race, man.
I was just so scared to blow the rears off this damn truck because these guys put it to me. They had better exit. I was just trying to survive, and tires worked out. It was a little frustrating with all the yellows, but you know what? That's short track racing, as Denny Hamlin said about Joey.
Yeah.
So, dude, I'm tired.
Yeah, and the thing is you weren't like out of it ever. You were always right in there and always having the high anxiety level of fighting for position the entire race. So there's no way you could not be tired.
I had sweat going down my back and my forehead. Oh man, it was, wow, what a race. I'm happy. I don't think I had anything for JJ because he's a great racer, and I almost screwed up. I had tapped Gerard on a restart in the quarter, and I was like, oh man, we're gonna kill this. I tried to pass him before that last yellow, and I almost died. I almost killed us both, but we didn't. We survived. It was fun racing with him.
Yeah, steering wheels are probably like smoking right now. You know? Awesome
The
job, man.
wheelbase is a little warm, but that's your Moza R9. I rock Moza equipment, so that's why they're on my truck. They don't pay me. I just love their stuff. And yeah, thanks Bump and Grind Motorsports. Thanks to my Bob and my friends for watching. And you know what this is? This is beer time, buddy.
Yes, sir. I heard that sucker pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yes, sir.
Right on, brother. Right on. I'm glad your family and friends got to watch, and definitely. So we go to JJ Moore, man, dude. Did you wonder for a while there if you had something for Gerard, or was it just your plan and it worked out perfect? Because once you got in front there, it was money. Tell us about your race.
I don't know. I was praying there at the end. I'll be completely honest. I didn't think the tires would be that big of a difference. I think it was about a 20-25 lap difference between my tires and Gerard's when that second to last caution came out and Gerard pitted, and I was like, yeah, I'll probably hold him off for a little bit. I didn't expect to win, but dang, man, he's gone. Now, I'll give props to Gerard. I give props to everyone that was running up front all night. I know Wyatt was up there for a time. Jason was up there for a little bit. Matt was up there. I'm saying there were a bunch of very, very quick guys up there, and I didn't really think I had anything for them because, you know, I qualified near the back, and I didn't have any speed going in. I knew it would be a long game, and I got lucky, man. I'll be the first to admit it. I got super lucky with that caution. I pitted and just got lucky to be up front at the end, I guess.
Well, you know, you're being humble, but you got a lot of talent. Tell me about during the race. What adjustments did you try to make? As obviously, you know there was times when the trucks were tight and then loose off, and you know, as far as how braking, no braking. Was there anything that you consciously decided, well, I need to try something different here?
Well, I think the biggest thing I was trying out, and I think a lot of people were, was just what lane to run in turn one. Because, you know, you had the bottom lane, and then you got up by the wall, and then you got right there in the middle. And the way the truck handles, especially as the tires started wearing, I'm saying every time I went through there, I felt like I was trying something completely different. About a little bit later on the brakes, no brakes at all, where to turn in, how much to turn in, and I was just tweaking it every time down there trying to find something to work. And I never really found anything that kind of worked except for just ripping right on the wall. And that's just the only place I felt comfortable at. You could just get the run off into 3, but I didn't really feel like there was much to change in 3 and 4. I kind of felt like it was just bottom dominant, and you could maybe hold on the outside on newer tires, but I felt like the only real adjustment you could have in the middle of the race was just wherever you went in 1 and 2, and that kind of just made up for all your time throughout the lap.
Awesome, and I'm sure all these other guys were thinking that at the same time, trying to figure it out. And you know, we had a very entertaining race there, and great win, dude. When you show up, you mean business, and you know, congratulations on a great victory in a very difficult race.
Yeah, well, thank y'all. Thank y'all for broadcasting. I'll say that real quick for all 3 of y'all that broadcast each week.
Any shout outs you like to before we go to Jim Ray or friends, family?
Let's see. I shout out Wyatt and Chase, Wyatt Thompson, Chase Crosner. They were running with me tonight. I'll thank them. I know they both got involved in a wreck at some point, but they were both quick when they were live.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I thank their team. Again, I'll thank y'all for broadcasting each week. I know that's only my first or second truck race, but it's nice to be broadcasted each week, especially by more than one person, by 3 people. That's just great to have a broadcast like that. And I'll thank the field. I think last, I'm saying we still have a really good car count, and even though there's a lot of cautions, it adds a lot of strategy to it, and we couldn't have this kind of racing without all the people that show up each week. So I just got to thank all the people in FSB, all the people that run it, and everybody incorporated with it.
Well said, brother. Well said. Thank you very much. Jimmy.
Congratulations, JJ. A quick stop with our series admin, Mr. Kevin Mays. I know he'll have a smile on his face when he's reviewing a bunch of cautions there. But P8, Kevin Mays in the 92. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. I can guarantee no cautions next week. We're heading to Watkins Glen, and we turned the yellow flag off. So I can guarantee there won't be 17 cautions next week.
And a great top 10 for you,
That's
dude,
good.
man. That's a great finish, brother.
Yeah, I just attribute that I wasn't part of the attrition that went on throughout the race, and I was able to stay out of all the wrecks. So nothing that I did other than avoid the mess.
And that's a goal in itself, buddy. I watched you, Guy, and Jeff Hale go from 22nd all the way up to P7. Good job, along with Jason Seams. So you guys started outside the 20s and worked your way up by keeping it clean. Good job,
Yeah.
Mr. Mays. Thank you very much for your admin and sponsorship of the series. Like the man said, we're going to be at Watkins Glen. I'm going to hopefully do some in-car calling from that one, see how many of you guys I can catch. So I hope to see all of you short track guys, along with all the speedway and road course ringers out there for 30-plus cars at Watkins Glen again next week. So come on out, guys. It'll be a blast. Sandbags in the back of the truck so we can get some of that rear grip because she was pretty loose last time. But for Milt Minter Jr. and Sam Young, I'm your host, Jim Ray. We'll see you next week live from Watkins Glen, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. Good night.